Get inspired with the woman empowerment extraordinaire, LaMeel.
Greetings and welcome back to LaMeel Radio. Happy new moon. This episode is simply the audio, is the audio from our new moon circle where I am explaining the new moon ritual that we all did together and giving some insight on different alternatives. So, because retrograde is in effect, we did start the recording way early, about 30 minutes in. So you can fast forward if you like to about 27, 28 minutes and skip all of the casual chit chat. and then the actual moon circle will start. It starts with me playing the sound bowl. So if you want to fast forward to that point, please feel free. Otherwise, grab you some tea, get your journal out, and enjoy our new moon manifesting process. Okay, I can see that my mic is unmuted. Let's see about camera working. Okay. So while I'm waiting for people to join, this is being recorded. I am drinking cacao, and I'm going to write and getting a really, really clear vision statement of what it is that I'm looking to manifest during the full moon. And I'm early today. It is retrograde, so be prepared.
Oh, hello, darling.
Hello. So, I'm trying to counter retrograde by being prepared and being early. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm having some.
Well, it said that you were muted for a second, and then it just came clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of having some kind of issues. It's saying that my connection is weak and whatever, so it may kick me out. I don't know.
Did you see the pictures I put in? Oh, probably not. I'm like,
I'm not even able to, I'm not able to do any social media. So I was thinking, Lord, did they let it go down again? But yeah, no.
It's in there.
I'm gonna try and go if I can.
It's interesting too because you're in a different location, and Michelle, who usually she joins and she gets kits or buys products or whatever, she the last 2 times she got a new phone. And since she got her new phone, she has been having difficulty. She's the one who's always dropping in, dropping out, and then it's okay, bye.
Oh yeah, so maybe it's because of the new phone.
So I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
But after, because she joined she was one of the very first people to join the group.
Right. I remember.
Yeah. So, but ever since she got her new phone, we have not been able to. She can hear certain things, but she hasn't been able to stay and actually interact or engage.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So it looks like though she watches the replays, which is cool. But
oh well, that's good.
Yeah, I just have to remember to put them in way earlier than I do.
Oh.
In enough time. I need to put it in that night. So tonight I need to put it in. So
right.
Anybody who is watching or wants to watch and do everything
can get it done tonight.
Right, or at least can see what is needed. So I burned the break all.
Okay.
I hate the smell.
Really?
It reminds me of cat spray. But I felt like I needed it more than I did the sage first, and I was like, ugh, I need something stronger.
Really?
That's the thing with spiritual incense. Don't always smell divine.
Yeah, they're not always the smell good.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm pretty lucky with the ones that I use all the time, like the moon and stuff like that smell great. I'm like, it's got like 2 inches left and I'm going to be so glad. So then I started burning the moon right here, trying to counter
the smell.
So I was just finishing. I'm finally on I set up and then I went to Lifebook. So I still have to do the strategy portion on your intellectual life.
Right.
But I'm not sure what comes after that. Do you know?
No. Not at all. I am sitting here because, the twins' birthday is on Monday. So if I come down there this weekend, I will miss their birthday. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out they have these gifts that you can send that supposedly deliver relatively quickly. So I'm trying to see if I can find them a gift that I can. And they have like these gift boxes and they're like buy one, get one half off. So I was like, oh, they can each have their own box, which would be love.
Oh, I should put something together for them.
Oh, they would love that. They would love that. They would definitely.
I'm thinking like, what can I do? What can I do? Like, yeah, I'm going to have to do something.
They would love that. You'll make them cry.
Listen, I today saw a video of this dog, right? And the lady she has like this pad and the dog can press the things and they have different words. Each button has a different word, right?
Get out.
So when she asks the dog stuff, the dog will talk to her, right?
Oh, that's so wild.
And it made me cry. So I saw the first one and thought, get out of here. So I go to her page and there's a couple of different, she's got constant video and the video is kind of like playing like they have a security camera or whatever. So they got a new dog and like the dog asked, is Otter family, right? And then one day the dog was like, where's dad? Because dad wasn't going for the walk. And then like one time she asked the dog, like, do you want to go to the park? And the dog was like, go poop. And she's like, well, you could poop on the way to the park. Do you want to go to the park? The dog is like, basically, I just want to take a shit, you know what I mean? When they put the new puppy in the cage to calm down, the dog was asking, did Otter settle? Otter is settling. Otter's okay. One time she came in and said, today, happy day, but if they talk to her, she goes to the pad and she responds. And, like one day she was gone for 2 days.
So wild.
And when she came back, the dog is like, where were you? Are you leaving again? And so it made me cry because they really understand, you know what I mean? Like my dad used to tease me about the way that I talk to Sugar. He's like, you talk to her like she's a person. I thought there was a kid in the room. I was like, no, it's this dog, but she knows what I'm talking about. She better go down. But the fact that she could communicate back, right, was crazy to me. And it just made me real emotional. Yeah, it made me like real emotional.
I love that.
What time is it?
It is 8:45.
Oh, so we got time.
Right.
And I'll probably trim all of this out.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Well, I'll either trim it out or be like, yo, the ritual starts at this point. But I just, like I said, I was trying to like be respectful of retrograde and whatever it was planning to do.
Right, because we have had issues prior to, yes.
Right, with no retrograde, so.
Right. Like, why chance it? Why even chance it?
Oh my goodness, so guess what? In life
what
book,
now?
In life book, right there, the class is in week 1. So I can go to the health and fitness and intellectual life Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't open week 2.
Huh.
It's locked.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. So I don't know if it is that when I'm done, it's going to open it, or if it's really going to make me wait, us wait. Because that's wild. But emotional life, your character is week 2. So you're only doing 2 of the 12 every week. So very interesting. So do you know what you're manifesting? Am I in here alone again? Looks like it. Welcome back.
Can you help? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Did it kick me out or something?
Yeah, I was like, so do you know what you're manifesting? And then I was like, yo, am I in here alone? And then it says Camille's phone has left.
Oh,
it came right back. But then it came right back. So
yeah, because it just said, I don't know.
Are you muting yourself?
I was just talking and it didn't. Meanwhile,
yeah, I just said, like, are you muting yourself or is it doing that? So
no, I think it's doing it because I had the mic open. So I don't know what the deal is.
Look at you. I know I was gonna do like the henna tattoos and everything to be outside, but it's cold. It's too cold for me to be this naked anyway. Right.
I get it. So they have this thing called it's like birthday and it's called Send a Cake. But it's like a little mini cake, and when you open the box, butterflies fly out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like super cute. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll send the twins one of those. Chocolate tuxedo cake with cookie frosting. But I just asked them what kind of cake they like, and girl, Carolyn says all chocolate. Callista says lemon, but they don't have a lemon cake. They have a free cake.
Oh, what'd you say? What kind of cake?
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yeah.
Naked vanilla cake, gluten-free. They have carrot cake, confetti sprinkle cake with raspberry frosting, chocolate sprinkle cake with peanut butter frosting.
Oh.
Chocolate chip bundt cake with fudge frosting. So that's kind of like all chocolate, but then it looks like they have like a cookie on top of it. Chocolate bundt cake topped with rainbow sprinkles and chocolate chip cookies. Oh, then filled with a touch of fudgy frosting. Oh, you can rush it overnight. That was. I don't know. I want to, get them something individual since they are individuals. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Have I gone out? Oh, okay. I was going to say, have I gone out again? Yeah. So. I think these would be. Yeah, I have to send you the video so you can see. Oh, they have a bunch. They have a couple different kinds. Where one is like butterflies fly out. Oh, this is just confetti. So it's like a box, and you just. Oh wait, you can put the cake in there. Huh.
What's the date on Friday? Do you know? Today's the 6th, right?
Yeah.
So that would be
Friday,
the 8th.
Yeah. Oh, so when you open this confetti box, just confetti pops out. But
That's cute, but nowhere near as exciting as
right.
Butterflies? Are you kidding?
It's so stinking cute.
Like that to me would be like the perfect baby reveal.
Yeah. And they have them for that. They have gender reveal cakes.
Well, I'm saying, but I would want like all blue butterflies or all pink.
Yeah,
I would want
they do.
Butterfly.
They do. Yeah. Yep. I just
gonna have to get a pet or something when I move so I can have a gender reveal.
So crazy. That's so funny. I'm trying to see. Where did I just see the video so I could send you the video? Oh, that's so corny. I'm going to send it to you on Instagram so you can see. Oh, these people are so surprised. That shit's funny. Oh, they don't have a live one of the gender reveal, but they do have a gender reveal one.
You said they don't have a live one?
Yeah, so like they have, the other ones are like videos, right? So you don't
She's cute. That is so cute. So cute. So cute. I need a box of butterflies. Like, who doesn't want that? I'm back in here alone. Hello.
Hi.
I'm just waiting till 9 o'clock. I've got a couple of people that keep popping in and getting kicked out.
That's never good.
Yeah, it happens, and it's retrograde, so, we expect it.
I'm hoping, I'm trying to focus on this new moon thing. New moon, new beginning here. Let go of that bad.
Yes, definitely. So is this your first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just doing a little prep here, and then I'll start, and I kind of explain everything, and I go through the process. And the new moon energy lasts for 7 days, so most of the time, for the last full moon, it was in person, and so we had a little more prep together as a group. So the people on the Zoom and the person that showed up live, we did it all together at the same time. Mm-hmm. But typically I explain what's going on and answer questions as I'm doing it, and then I do put the replay in the group, and so then you can do it on your own when you're ready.
Okay. I would love to be able to do in-person things, but I'm about hour and 45 minutes from Columbus, and there's just we got literally one red light in our town. Literally, there's probably more Amish people than there is anything else. So being able to find like-minded individuals to be able to even gather with, it's kind of a hard thing to do.
Yeah. I can imagine, but that's okay. That's why we keep putting it on. We've been doing it on Zoom, and our initial plan was for it to be all live, and then we discovered that most of the people who joined do live further out.
Yeah.
And so it was well, we'll just keep Zooming it and
hey,
go from there.
What? If COVID didn't do anything else for us, it gave us Zoom and made it,
more people understand it, use it. Yeah.
To come together and be able to have people outside of their homes, and because I'm a single mom of two, and I have pretty much isolated myself to myself, and because it's less drama, and like I said, small town, your business is everywhere, and I'm good on all that, so I would rather communicate this way. That's horrible, but it's the truth.
No, it's really the truth. And I used to tell people, they were like, oh, COVID was so horrible. And I was like, I have to tell you, it was one of the best things ever to me. I was so glad the kids didn't have to go to school. I loved going for walks, and it was quiet, and there weren't a lot of people. And I was never a person who liked to go to the store anyway. But then Amazon, the whole Amazon lifestyle became my everything. So that I didn't go anywhere. if I, they're like, oh, let's get a baby pool. Amazon, it'll be here tomorrow. Like,
yes, that I have turned into a hermit. I swear, it's horrible. I mean, but I'm okay with it for real. I mean, I'm not complaining, and I don't see why anybody else should.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And
now the kids thing, like, I'm glad that my kids are in school right now, because I have realized as I get older, my patience has worn down tremendously. So therefore, homework, and especially whenever with my oldest daughter, who's 12 going on 20, and I know that she knows what she's doing and she acts like she doesn't, I just want to wring her neck.
Yeah, so that was the big thing. When everything shut down, I was just glad. They're doing virtual school again this year. And so I have 4 that are currently in school, and I have 4 older children. And so when my older children were younger, homeschooling was like what I did, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right now, if there wasn't so many cases of the kids who are in school getting sick, I would really consider sending them to school. Like, it's so much work, and I am not interested at all in homeschooling.
Yeah, I'm definitely not either. I like Boost. There's this thing, it's Boost. It's where they say after school, and they do their homework with them and stuff like that. And like, it's a godsend. It really is. And then you pick them up because school lets out. Okay, so they get out of school at 2:30, and then Boost ends. You can pick them up anytime from 2:30 to 6. So during that time, they get a snack and they get their homework done. They get what? No, it's not. Get your little butt in bed. In bed. Good night, sweet dreams. I love you. Sorry. She's like, are you talking to my teacher? I'm like, no. Yeah, but it helps me tremendously, because otherwise I think I probably would have committed myself to a padded room or makeshifted my own.
I could totally understand that. Yeah, I have not been interested. And if it just wasn't so many outbreaks at the school, I would definitely be like, you guys have got to go. It's not my thing. I'm way too old to be homeschooling. Like, I barely want to babysit my grandkids, more or less.
Oh, I'm so glad I have to do the whole, like, I'm not ever going to be an aunt. Like, my sister is never going to make me an aunt. I've just come to that conclusion. But like, I'm good with like the little itty bitty babies that like need me and they want to cuddle and all that. Like 12 and 8, I'm like, where's please help me. It's time to call on all the gods, because I'm going to need you all. And it's so hard because I just want like my me time to like, do my book of shadows and, do my thing at night. No, by the time I'm usually like coming out the shower, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do anything. But I feel good tonight. I feel like I'm just in a good spot tonight. I feel like everything's going good.
That's good. That's good. And hopefully you'll meet people and can connect outside of when we meet up, and have other people to talk to, because that was really kind of like the reason that we started this, was because it was like, I need somebody else to talk to share stuff with, to do stuff with, to collaborate on, and to kind of grow in my spiritual practice with. So
yes, like that is why I like went on this, like I just random searched the app store for like different like meetings and stuff like that was like kind of similar to Zoom, but where I could make it narrow it down to what I was, groups that I was interested in that had the same interests and stuff like that, because I'm like, I have nobody, and trying to learn all of this is not only overwhelming, but it's stressful too. And frankly, it's just like, I've gotten to the point with some things where I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I'm never going to remember it all. And then whenever it's just me, like by myself, like it would be kind of helpful to have another person or 2 or 3 to get together and be like, hey, okay, we're going to focus on this today, because I have a really bad tendency to like kind of jump around everywhere. Then I'm like,
overlap. That's awesome. Are you in the Facebook group?
I just joined it tonight. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll be putting a bunch of stuff in there, and if you're interested, and even outside of meetings, somebody is agreeing with you. If you're interested in kind of just getting together on Zoom for other type of work, we can always do that. And I am soon opening up what's called the Magical Vixen Temple, where I'm just putting all of the classes. So I kind of have compiled over time, and because I teach my girls, I have 4 boys and 4 girls. Mm-hmm. So my girls are the ones that are most interested. And so I have been able to sort of categorize and create a step-by-step process of teaching the girls what they need to know, and now figuring out how we're going to teach the granddaughters and that type of thing. And so in there, those classes, way more specific things are going to be available. So what I'm going to do, since it's after 9, we've got a couple of people in here, and I'm going to play the sound bowl just to kind of clear the energy and get started. And then we'll talk about, we'll go into everything. So, of course, today is the new moon. And so the new moon is it is the moon that we should really be manifesting the most on, right? The full moon is about letting things go, releasing things, carrying things away from us that may be blocking or hindering our manifestations. So in the ritual today, we really want to focus on the things that we want to bring in, the things that we want to see over the next 28-day period. So from new moon to new moon, what is it that you want to see in your life? What do you want to bring in? So I'm going to explain to you guys, and truly, if you guys have any questions, please chime in. You can put it in the chat. I kind of see when it pops up, or just unmute yourself. It is really a conversation, right? I am sharing what I know, what I've done, what works for me. But if you have questions about what I'm saying, or if you have comments, suggestions, things that have worked for you, please feel free to kind of chime in. So before I start that, I did pull a card earlier from the Moonology deck for our group for tonight. And the card we got is the new moon in Libra, which is like, I don't know if you can get any more perfect than that, because this is the new moon in Libra. And that was the card that jumped out. I kind of wish I did, and I actually did do that shuffle while I was in the Zoom, but it's probably part that will get cut out of the replay, because I think Camille was in here with me at that point, and we were just kind of chatting and what have you. But the new moon in Libra is about a new romantic cycle that is going to be beginning. So typically Libra, the new moon being in Libra, kind of works on our relationships, right? And so I think that's why there's a focus on the romantic side of the cycle beginning. But this card also, is talking about not just a romantic relationship, but all relationships. So it suggests that you reach out to someone, let them know that you care about them. If you are in a lot of, even with your children, this is the time and the energy to kind of feel more and think less. This is the energy of legal matters dissolving. So that might be one of your manifestations if you are working for a legal matter or someone else that's having a legal concern. This is the time to do that work in this new moon in Libra to resolve those legal matters. This is also a good time to pay attention to your physical appearance. So if you want to start like new skincare routines, new beauty routines, all of those things, that is really good. It's also considered the marriage or the engagement card, right? So if you're in a relationship, something about that, in an intimate relationship, something about that is probably going to become more solidified. Being that we are actually in retrograde at the same time, I would venture to say that would probably come after retrograde ends. So it may still happen during this 28-day cycle, but probably not during retrograde. If you have plans to propose or any of those things, wait till after retrograde as well, which I think ends on like the 16th or the 18th. So we don't have much further to go. Clearly, certain elements have been hit hard. They said Facebook went down, Instagram went down, some other social media went down, and some other things have happened, across the US. So that's our card and the energy for this particular cycle. So again, manifesting, this is the best time to manifest. And I know on social media all over the place, they're always talking about the full moon. And although it is a very significant moon and you can manifest with the full moon, this is the best time. This is about new beginnings. This is about starting new stuff. This is about new cycles. This is all about bringing in what you want. So because I am a fire sign, and for those of you who have been here before, I like fire. I always have a fire element to my rituals. It is not required, and a lot of times the burn aspect is not required. You can do the entire ritual without the burn. It is just my particular preference, and I'm indoors tonight. So when we're done, I'm going to actually go outside and set everything on fire in the cauldron. But you can burn your candles or do your petition, and I'm going to be using ancestor money tonight as well. So you can put that under your candle, right? And then set your candle and do the burn. That way you don't have to actually like burn the petition or your ancestor money or whatever it is that you're using. So is there any questions or comments so far about what's going on, manifesting, the new moon energy? I'll tell you guys what I have here. And so I'm using, and this is something I've been using, the goddess body candles for new moon and full moon, and that actually is changing. I'll be just using these candles for the new moon, right? Because I feel like you're welcome. Thanks. Hey, I was just talking about you earlier. These candles kind of allow you to kind of put yourself into them, and you can with all candles, but because it's a body, I have a better connection with the body candles, and so I'm going to be using those for new moon. For full moon, I'll be using a different type of candle, and I'll put those in, trying not to show you guys my areolas and everything, but I'll put those in the group when they're ready. But so tonight I'm doing more than one ritual, right? So I am manifesting multiple things, And I'm actually going to do a burn for each of those things. And you don't have to just do it like on the night of the full moon. You can do it for the 7 days that we are in this new moon energy. I use a lot of herbs and oils. And I kind of just want to digress a little bit and say, you don't need anything, to manifest during the moon cycle. Nothing is required but you. The rituals and the ingredients and the tools are all things that we are using to help us focus and or to help amplify, right? Because if you wanted to manifest something and it was a waxing moon or a waning moon, you could still do that. The idea of doing it during this new moon energy is that it amplifies it. When you use oils that are that consist of essential oils and herbs that carry the energy of attracting money or attracting love, it is simply amplifying and adding to. The biggest ingredient and the main thing for everything that you do in your practice is you and your intention, right? So as long as your intention is very clear for what it is that you want, you're going to be able to manifest with or without things. So I use a lot of oils, I use herbs that all correspond. I try to do the day of the week and in the moon cycle because I know that it amplifies. And in that amplification, usually I get back what I'm manifesting a lot faster, right? However, there are times when things have happened and no sooner do I say it, has it materialized because of how strong my focus and my will is. So it is completely up to you what you use. Some people like to use string. They do like a knot magic for manifesting, stuff like that. I am an herbalist and I have, I'm certified in aromatherapy and things like that. So I tend to go with what works well for me and what I know. However, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't mean that that's what you should be doing anyway. Find what resonates with you. I have a daughter who all she has to do is write it down. And she was so good at that like I would steal her and hide her journal because sometimes the stuff she was writing was like, oh no, this can't happen. She went through a very vengeful stage. So that's all she needed, right? I have another daughter who can mix you a drink and get you to do almost anything, whether there's alcohol or not. Like that is just sort of making concoctions and potions are her thing intuitively. And so, sometimes it's like, okay, what do we need to do? And let's pour up some drinks, right? So we know vodka is the energy of getting shit done, right? So when shit has to get done, we start with vodka and then she gets to adding and then I put some herbs in and then we toast that and we drink it. And that's really the ritual for manifesting what we want. So I just wanted to give you guys those examples because you need to do what resonates with you. It is good to have a huge body of knowledge and at least have some place where you can access information when you're ready to expand. But especially when you're starting out, do the stuff that works for you, the stuff that you're most comfortable with, and the things that are most accessible to you, right? Because you can also, I'm using this candle, you guys can use a tea light candle. You can also use these mini taper candles. You can use a votive candle. You can use a huge 30-day candle, a 7-day candle, or from the dollar store, those candles are usually like 3 days. right? So whatever you have it's okay. I even have, I don't have it close to me. I have a jar of birthday candles, right? And they were selling them at the dollar store, and they come in all the different colors. And so if I need to do something really quick, and like I said, I resonate with fire, I will light a birthday candle on a skull if I'm trying to manifest something that involves somebody else, things like that. So for tonight, we are talking about what it is that we're trying to bring in. And the essence of the manifestation, right, and your magic comes from you. And so for this particular ritual, I'm using a statement that is a command statement. So you may have heard that the phrase, I am, are two of the most powerful words in the human language, because everything that comes after that is basically you casting a spell. It's you manifesting. So I often write in that way. However, this has worked really, really well for me, and I command, because I am sort of demanding that this is what I want. This is when I want it. This is how I want it. And it is so. So I will put the full statement in the Facebook group, but I'm going to read to you how you can write it and fill in your own blank, right? So it says, I command that I will have, and then you fill in what it is that you want, in my possession, on or before. You put your date in, and then you say, and it is so, and you sign it. So that's your basic statement. And you can list multiple things there. You can do it make that statement for each thing. So the idea is, one, that you have made your intention crystal clear. You know what you want, you know when you want it. And you are commanding that is what is going to happen, right? So your intention is really clear. The next thing I do is I sort of capture that in a container. And I do that with the star. And I'll just show you really quick here. So at the top of the page, I will have written my my statement. And then can you guys see that? And so in the center of the star here, my statement may not be as long, right? So maybe if you are manifesting money, right? If you're going to manifest $10,000, then in the center, you're going to write the $10,000 or whatever it is. You're going to sign it, and you're going to sign it on all the points of the star. So now you're really clear on your intention, and you are, you sort of captured that energy of your intention so that it can materialize. At which point I add on that same paper my herbs and my oils. So the oils that I have tonight, I have 3 main oils, right? I have this oil. This is an oil that I make, and it is my golden abundance oil. This is really good if you are manifesting money, continuous flow of money, long-term money. Because it's the new moon, I have my new moon oil, and this is good for things, manifesting things that are very specific to you, right? Things you want to change, things you want to bring in just for you, specifically for you. And then I have a new oil that's not available yet, but I'm using it. I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, testing it out. And so this is my magical vixen oil. Oh, thank you. Michelle has the oh, that's right, Michelle has the new moon oil. So the magical vixen oil is sort of like, it has the energy, right? And so my temple and training portal is called the Magical Vixen Temple. This oil kind of has the energy of kind of fuck you, pay me, right? But not like in a mean way, if that makes any sense. Like, you need something today, right? So this oil here is more about stability and creating a sense of stability and continuous flow. This oil is like, hey, the light bill is due tomorrow. Let's make this shit happen now. And so I use them together often. But if something is going on, and this particular oil, the Vixen oil, like I put that on my hands, I will put that on my body. If I am inspired to take an action for something I'm trying to manifest immediately, I use this oil on me, on my phone, on everything, as I am doing whatever it is needs to be done to make that happen. So I will dress my petition with the oil, and I'll do that in all four corners and in the center, and I'll actually use all the oils. In addition to that, I'm going to add some herbs, and today I'm just working with, I say just, but I have rose petals, because everything that I'm manifesting I like to bring in with love, right? And rose is a master herb. So it doesn't matter if you don't have any of the other herbs. It's sort of like having a white candle replaces all colored candles. A rose will replace all other herbs. So if you're reading something and it says you need, burdock root and catnip and dragon's blood or whatever, you can use rose in place of all of that. So I'm using the rose. And I am using hibiscus. And hibiscus is one of my favorite herbs, and it's often used in like love, but it's a beautiful plant that has beautiful energy, and it's has a level or an energy of sustainability, right? So even if it's love work, even if it's bringing money in a way, I want my money and I want my manifestations to come in a way that make me happy, that bring me joy, and that I love. And so that's why I use the roses, but the hibiscus like really make that sustainable. And so right on that paper, in the center of my star, I'm going to adding some roses, and I'm going to add some herbs. And so herbs typically, right, they do what they do. They have their own power, their own magic. When you work with them, you will kind of learn kind of what energy they have and what they mean for you, right? But when I'm using the herbs, I still put my intention in it. I still tell it what I want it to do, right? So like if this was for money, I would tell this hibiscus, like, bring me the money in a sustainable way, right? I want it now, and I want it in a way that is I'm going to be able to sustain it. It's going to last, and it's going to continue to flow. The other herb that I'm using is basil. And so basil is, you can use basil for protection, for love, for money. Those in the Hispanic community use it for everything. It doesn't matter what they're casting for. It doesn't matter what the ritual is for. Like, they usually will have basil involved, right? So I'm adding some basil, and I'm going to use this to fold it on. And my last herb is cinnamon. Cinnamon, because it's going to warm things up and speed things up. So, you know, I want it to come quickly. Like I want everything yesterday. So now I'm done with this, and you're going to fold this towards you. So let me see if I can just show kind of what that looks like, right, in my example. And now I'm going to fold this close, and you're going to fold towards you, right? When you're doing rituals, like all of the little things matter. So when you're in a full moon and you're releasing things, you're going to fold your papers, your petitions away from you, you stir away from you. When you're drawing things to you, you're stirring to you, and you're going to fold towards you. So I'm going to fold this close in half. I'm going to turn it over and fold it to me. So now I have this, right? And I'm actually going to put this in my cauldron, and I will burn this right when I take it outside. Now I will do the same thing with my candle, but instead of putting everything on that paper, I'm going to do it with my candle. So I'm going to put the drops of oil on the candle, and you know, each oil represents something different. So this is my oil for ongoing abundance that's sustainable, that's long lasting. And I'm thinking about those things as I put that on the candle. So I'm doing this candle, and I'm also doing a container burn as well. Like I said, you can do, each one of these things can be for something different, right? So with the container candle, I have a toothpick right here. I actually have some lavender, which is a really good new moon herb to use. It was in the new moon kits this month, right? I'm poking holes in this candle so that my oils can penetrate the candle completely. When you have a container candle, or even when you have any type of candle, the way that you connect with your candle, the way that you get this candle to take on the energy of what your intention is that while you're thinking about your intention, like if you have like the longer candles, it's a little bit easier, but you roll it over your body, right? You can hold it, you can think about your intention, but the idea is that you are moving this candle around you so that it can pick up and connect with you, your intention, your energy. This work is for you. If you're doing it for someone else and you can use that candle on them, it helps, because everything is energy, right? So imparting your energy, their energy, what have you, that's why you cleanse everything first. Even if you're getting candles from me, you can cleanse with incense and then take that candle and rub it all over you, right? Some people don't do it. I've got a couple of messages that are like, it's perfect the way it is, but I do spend a lot of time touching and loving and imparting really good intention into the products that I prepare. When you buy things from the store or from any product that is like a mass botanica product, you want to cleanse the energy or just impart your energy on it. So like my botanica, although they do buy a lot of the general products, I like the energy of it. So I'm not interested in removing the energy, but I do impart my own energy into absolutely everything that I get, whether it's from them, whether it's from the dollar store, Amazon, Walmart, wherever it comes from. So you make sure that this has, your energy. And I'm going to dress both of these candles the same way. I'm going to use the same oils I have some 14 karat gold flakes that I'll put on the candle and in my container candle. And I am going to shred a little bit of money and add that to my candle mix. And you can do this with real money, or you can do it with ancestor money. If you are not doing like ancestor ritual work, maybe I'll do a video on that next week in the group. But if you don't have it, you can actually buy it right off of Amazon, or you can buy it from me. Your choice. But having the money, having the energy of money be part of your ritual is absolutely wonderful. And just as a manifesting technique, having money around allows you to get comfortable with having larger amounts of money, things like that. So you can use it for all different types of manifestation work. Are there any questions? I feel like I'm talking a lot tonight. No questions. Really? Okay. So at this point, I am dressing my candles with the oil, all of my oils. An oil that you might be interested in using is Saint Expedite, because he makes things come faster. Let's see. And on your loose candles, you're really, like, if you've got taper candles or what have you, I'm sure you guys have seen examples where you're just rolling the candle in those herbs. And although I showed you tonight the petition method that works really well for me, and I tried it a lot of different ways, and it's not what I did last full moon. Do it, like I said, however it resonates with you. I'm going to put this candle on a bed of roses. And it can get messy. And I'm using, oh, don't fall. I have a large tray here. And actually the pitcher, before I light, I will not light while we're on the Zoom, but I will take some pictures. And there's a couple of pictures of like the tray that I'm using and all of those things I've already put in the group. So once everything is prepared, right, and you've spent some time making your petition and you know what it is that you are manifesting and you're clear with it, the idea is to kind of just sit with it and meditate, pray, envision what it is that you want actually coming to you. So how would you receive it? What is the ideal scenario in which what you're asking for will come to you. How could it come to you? Who's around you? How do you feel? So that's going to be your feeling place behind what you're manifesting is ultimately the key to having it come to you. So if you have a larger candle and it's going to burn for several days, you can sit with that candle every day for a few minutes, even if it's just 5 minutes, and get into the feeling place of receiving it. Like, I have it, this is how it came. And it may not come that way, but the point is, it's getting you into the energy, right, of having it. What does it feel like? Who do you call and tell? Where are you? What do you do? How do you celebrate? That's the energy. Every time you look at that candle while it's burning, that's the energy that you want to have. That's the energetic place you want to go to. Every single time, like absolutely every single time. And if it's a small candle like this, right? Before you light it, when you're ready to light it, be prepared to just sit with it. Be prepared to sit with it as it burns. The ones I have probably take about an hour, right? So just sit and meditate on having what you want while it burns. And then once it's low to being done, then you can go do other things, clean up, whatever it is while it finishes its burn, because these are really not designed to kind of be left unattended. But that's pretty much it, right? So I'll have now, in terms of manifesting money, I have learned that when we are manifesting something like money or something that we are wanting on a regular basis, we get into this kind of manic manifesting where we're manifesting money every new moon. Really, what you want to be doing is increasing your flow. So if you're having to continuously manifest money, then you need to get into a money ritual practice, right? You need to do something different so that you can create a relationship with the energy of money, which would require you to do a burn like every day. And sometimes you'll have several candles going at once. Each day of the week, you are doing the burn and connecting with the energy of money for different reasons, because the energy of the days are different. The biggest days for money work is on Thursday between the hours of 6 and 9. So if you're doing money work outside of the new moon, I would suggest you do it then. And if you're interested in getting into the practice of the daily burns, I'm talking 7 days a week, with money, with protection, and with love, those actually will be full courses in the Magical Vixen Temple. So you can learn like what herbs to use, what oils to use, how to do your burns, how to test it if it's working, how to change up what you're doing until it does work, so that you can fine tune your personal practice in a way that works for you, because it's not cookie cutter, right? It's different for everybody. Things work different for everybody. I love roses, and I usually have red or pink. Some people may have a whole different association with rose and it not be. The color of money is typically a green candle. Well, I am finding that for myself, yellow and pink will work a lot better for me than green. I know somebody who uses orange exclusively. So even though that is the traditional information, you want to know that, but you also want to know what works for you, because it's not a cookie cutter situation. Your spiritual practice is about you, for you, what works for you, what resonates with you, because we all are coming from different places. And so you have to do what works for you. Any questions before we close out? You guys, I feel like I'm in here alone. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, there's no questions. I'm going to play the sound bowl, just to give us a nice peaceful ending. Again, if you guys have questions, you can send me messages on Meetup. You can send me messages in the Facebook group. It works better, I think, that if you have questions, other people probably have them. So if you can use the Facebook group, that would be great, because then the answer benefits everybody. You're welcome. I'm glad you were able to stay in here. I was just telling Camille earlier that, like, since you got a new phone, you had kind of been in and out and weren't able to like stay connected the last couple of meetups. So I'm gonna play the bowl and then I will end our Zoom. But again, if you guys want to connect, if you want to do other work, if you have questions, please send messages. Post Facebook group, because that's what it's there for. And I'm looking forward to like creating more connection and working with you guys, on a personal level and not just, twice a month on the moon. Let me put it in my hand. Do it on my pillow. Let me get a better sound. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go light up my petitions and I'll see you guys hopefully at the next full moon.
LaMeel Radio. Empowerment radio for women, by women.